Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and happy May 4th. I want to go more on Tucker Carlson right now, because this issue it has gone on, like, far enough, and I just want to point out that CNN has slammed Tucker Carlson for his, comment on children wearing masks, because this is a really serious, issue, and I just want to go over it. At first, before I get into more of what I want to say about Tucker Carlson, I want to say that, in Fox News, you know, Fox News is known to spread conspiracy theories and lies and that stuff. And the more you watch Fox News and you listen to more of these conspiracy theories and lies, you obviously would get sick of it. And especially somebody like Tucker Carlson, really, really disrespect people a lot. And it's not just masks, alright? It's women in the military and, he can disrespect you in a lot of multiple ways that you could possibly imagine. Let's say, the food you would probably eat, like, and that stuff, probably make fun of people being vegan or whatever and that stuff. I apologize for saying that, but, it's just some possible ways that Tucker Carlson could, like, disrespect you. And, it's it's very frustrating to be watching Tucker Carlson. And to continue listening to a big mouth telling you all this misinformation and conspiracy theories. And the comment that Tucker Carlson had made on the kids wearing masks, and that kids wearing masks? Oh, wait, that should be illegal. That should be illegal. If you see a child wearing a mask, call the police immediately. Call the Child Protection Agency. Call and stay on the line until somebody picks it up. And he also encourages people to confront those wearing masks and that stuff. And, go up, just plainly, just literally go up to somebody and say, like, please take off your mask. There's scientific evidence that proves that you should not be wearing these out in public. And you know what he would also, what kind of lie that he did not spread over there? And he says, like, scientists prove that the coronavirus is a big, fat hoax. You didn't hear that come out of his mouth, but that's what he would tell you by not even telling you. So Fox News is known to spread conspiracy theories and lies. How much longer do people actually want to deal with Fox News? Now, for the kids wearing masks and the parents getting arrested comment, I gotta say that, do you think the cops are gonna want to deal with this? You think the cops are just gonna say, like, go out there and arrest parents for having children wear a mask? Obviously not. And the police don't want to waste their time on that. They're there to enforce law and order, not to listen to some big mouth Karen say and spread the conspiracy theory that the police need to be out there to arrest the parents who have their kids wear masks and that stuff. No. Tucker Carlson is a big idiot. That's all I want to say. And the rest of the Fox anchors out there are also idiots too. Yeah, and that includes Judge Jeannie Perot as well. Now, Chris Wallace, well, my opinion on Chris Wallace is, way different. And I know Tucker Carlson. Well, no, let me rephrase that. Chris Wallace is a journalist. And I keep saying Tucker Carlson. Chris Wallace, he asks questions, and he's there to be doing his job, and all that stuff. But Tucker Carlson and other Fox News anchors over there, I view them way differently than Chris Wallace, who works for Fox News. Every Fox News anchor except Chris Wallace is out there, and they spread you conspiracy theories. The Ingraham Show, Tucker Carlson, the rest of what feeds you conspiracy theories and lies, you name it. But these other news medias, they tell you the news like it's supposed to be said. Based on what they see, not based on opinions. And that stuff. And that's what that's the big problem with Fox News. They tell you based on opinions, conspiracy theories, and lies. And when you take a family vacation and your parents have to deal with somebody that confronts you and tell you to remove your masks and that stuff, and say, children, you do the same as your mother and father. Otherwise, I'm going to have the authority to call the cops. And the parents be like, you can't do that. That's for our own safety to be wearing masks and that stuff. Hey, you don't tell me what to do. What the guy's response is, I'm a scientist, and I say that but if I say that the coronavirus is a big hoax and there's no scientific evidence that you need to wear masks or have to wear masks and stuff, and the parents be like, okay, if you're a scientist, prove it. Prove there's proof that that everybody should not be wearing masks anymore. Prove that the coronavirus isn't real. If you can't prove that, then you're not a true scientist. That very good. Very good. And show me proof that you're a scientist and that what you're saying is true. Because if it isn't, if you're trying to prove that the coronavirus isn't real, and you're trying to prove that there's a law that says that nobody should be wearing masks anymore and that stuff, you can't prove that, then it's obviously not real and that stuff. And you can't call the police. And even if they did, and the police show up and they say, like, arrest the parents for having their children wearing masks. It's absolute child abuse and that stuff. And the parents could be like, wait a second. This man's getting his information from Tucker Carlson. And the cop be like, Tucker Carlson? You mean that big Karen that everybody is so fed up with and that stuff? And then the man's like, Karen? Tucker Carlson? Where's that information coming from? And that stuff. And the parents like, no, we're not stupid. We know exactly who said that we should be arrested for having our children wear masks. And that's absolute child abuse. And the cops are like, yeah, yeah, I think we should do an investigation into Fox News and that stuff, because absolutely what they're doing is pretty much, spreading these conspiracy theories and lies, even if they are, deadly to our safety, democracy, and, a bunch of other stuff and that stuff, then Fox News should be looked into and that stuff. Because the people there, if they keep on spreading these conspiracy theories and lies that continue to attack our safety, freedom, and democracy and that stuff, then that definitely needs to be looked into. Okay? Something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. We all know who is going to be responsible for the repetitive spreadings of conspiracy theories and lies. And it is going to be Fox News. Fox News is a terrible platform to be getting your source of information from and that stuff. And I'm sure that a lot of people who are watching this video right now who have watched all these other news sources go after Fox News for the comments that Tucker Carlson makes and, all this stupid stuff that goes on with Fox News media. I'm sure these other news medias are fed up with it. And I also want to point out that half the population hasn't been vaccinated yet, according to what CNN said, which is true. A lot of people don't want the vaccine, aka Republicans, or Trumplicans, don't want the vaccine. Therefore, you still need to be wearing masks. If you don't want to be catching the virus and that stuff, you should continue to wear masks, even if you're a Trumplican and Republicans. There is scientific evidence, including from Dr. Anthony Fauci, that you need to wear a mask. If you need a double mask, it's more effective. And Dr. Anthony Fauci he's an approved doctor that gives you information on how to fight this coronavirus. Versus on these idiots that have no knowledge whatsoever on how to fight the coronavirus. Instead, they would tell you that it's just a big fat hoax, that the coronavirus isn't real, and that scientific evidence says that you should not be wearing a mask. Coming out of the mouth of a Tucker Carlson, aka Karen. It's a very big problem to be listening to these people who tell you that your safety doesn't really matter. They won't tell you those exact words. But when you want to look at it from that kind of view, that is kind of almost what they are saying to you without saying the exact words. So, yeah, that's the big problem. Now imagine not being able to take a pleasant family vacation anymore and not being able to travel anymore because of these idiots out there that fall for the crap that Tucker Carlson and all of the conspiracy theory and lies that come out of Fox News anchors and that stuff. And, being so fed up with it that people get so sick and tired of listening to all the misinformation and lies that are being spread. In fact, they also get spread around the internet too, and that's the problem. That is also a big problem. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I also want to say thank you for watching that Microsoft updated their terms of service and privacy policy on racism and, all this other stuff. And I want to say thank you for over 100 views on that video. I'm almost ready to reach 200 on that. I want to say thank you because you understand that in the video game world, like in the video game community, that racism and the spread of misinformation and all this other stuff is also very depressing, and people don't want to deal with that. And I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Microsoft updated the terms of service. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what I've said here, please comment and subscribe to the channel, Charlie Morris, and I will see you all in the next video.